Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy BB27 here, and welcome to something a little bit different. Today, we're going to be reviewing a completely different series that has nothing to do with plushies or anything like that. It's actually an animated series. It's an object show. It's probably the most popular. Honestly, it is the most popular object show there is. It's
And I'm Stupid
BFDI.
Mario Bros. And I'm here too.
Stupid Mario Bros. Is right next to me. We're going to be reviewing. Anyways, so we're gonna be reviewing the first episode of BFDI today, and this was a long time ago. This is probably before some of you guys who are subscribed to my channel were even alive.
Yeah, and if there's anyone that actually hates this first episode, honestly, it wouldn't really be surprising at all because this first episode wasn't exactly the highest quality. I mean, it was pretty good quality for how old Michael and Carrie were when they made this first episode.
And considering the year this came out, like the YouTube it was more of like a Wild West, and a lot of it was just people with webcams, and there wasn't really anything like too high effort. I mean, obviously you had some series and YouTubers that were coming out. Even Annoying Orange at this time was really big, but
animation was actually really clean for being in 2020, for being in 2010.
Yeah, exactly. Like the animation, even in just this show, even season 1, like, oh my god, and it does improve a lot later on, but like even just in the very beginning, it goes hard. It's simple. It is simple. It's pretty much the idea of an object show is objects speaking to each other, going on adventures. It's simple. It's like all of it.
Most are based around competition shows. There is a few though that I've seen that aren't based around competition. It's based around like slice of life things.
Yeah, and the main idea is mainly competition. A lot of these object shows you'll find on YouTube are competition. That's based off of like Total Drama Island. It's very similar to that.
And Survivor.
Yeah. But for a first episode, this was actually pretty tight. The voice acting is the biggest flaw, though. Here,
because think about it. These two were like 12 years old when they made this.
They didn't
hit puberty yet.
They were little ass kids when they made this shit. Yeah,
of course, voices wouldn't be.
The voice acting was like a 0 low key, but for a plot, like it was a simple introduction to everyone, and there was a lot going on. Like
for plot, animation, and just the pure style of it all, it's just like at least like a 9. And
it's really strong. Yeah, dude, most shows don't even have this good of animation the first season.
Like you look at this, you would never in a million years think that this was made in 2010.
Exactly. It feels like some 2014 or even not even 2014. Honestly, feels way past that. It's great, and the pacing of it's pretty good too. I'd say the character interactions are really funny. It's not too edgy, you know what I mean? You're not going to go into this thinking it's like South Park. If you think that, you're not going to get that. It's not super edgy, it's not super offensive, which is funny too, because 2010, I mean, we were getting videos like SpongeBob kills Patrick, right? When he pulls out a pistol and blows his brains out. But you get something like this is very innocent and Alright, anyways, sorry about that. There's so much that happens in just this first episode, man. Like,
So like basically, if you never watched BFDI before, it's a show where this speaker box comes out of nowhere. Everyone's talking. We introduce the characters. This random speaker box just falls out of the sky and offers these 20 characters an island of paradise and luxury, and whoever is the winner can decide who goes in and who doesn't. And it's really good for like what it was. Like for as each episode goes, there's like lots of different things that are happening. Like you get a bunch of recommended characters, or you would get like a double elimination, or you would just get some random scenarios that would happen each episode. But for what this show is worth, it was really good start to the OSC, and this really inspired like lots of other people to make object show. Like you search object show, like you'll get like a million.
There's like so many of these things too. Some of them are so low effort, it's not even funny. I mean, there's ones I've seen are genuinely horrible, but like there's funny bad ones too. There's like MLG Island. That one is pretty tight.
If you never watched that, just search like Battle for MLG Island.
Dude, search Battle for anything. You're most likely gonna find an object show similar to this.
Or you'll find it on your recommended.
And there's some too that are almost as good as this and the same quality. Like there's ones where people are genuinely putting so much effort into it, and of course there's the joke ones, right? Really horrible ones. But yeah, I was gonna say about the whole cast of characters, saying for a first episode, that many characters, it's like so strong, and they all have their own personalities and voices, and I mean, some of them sound just like the same person, right? There's only like a few voice actors at best, but it was really good for what it was. It was like, honestly, I think it was around the same people as Total Drama Island's first episode. I could be wrong. It could be more. It could be less. But I think it was around the same. and that's really good just for a first episode. I mean, there's just so much going on in this.
And actually, did you know when this first episode came out, barely anyone even watched it? Like, at the end of this episode, it's like a voting. No one voted for like weeks. But then they finally got the first vote, and then everyone else was infatuated. So, and then in the early days of this show, no one even cared.
Considering what this channel was before BFDI episode 1, like, even when this first came out, yeah, it wasn't popular, but it's such a risky choice to make a series that's based off of voting when you don't even really have an established fan base yet. I mean, imagine if Logan did that. Imagine if he made, like, a voting series with his characters on what's going to happen next episode, and it was actually a canon. That would have never worked in 2007 and 8, because his only fan at the time was, like, Froggy Company and, like, some random kids. There was, like, nobody at that time, so it wouldn't have worked. But for them, they pulled off, you know what I mean? It took a little while, but it paid off in the end.
And what's crazy is that this object show started all the way back in 2010, and it's still going to this day.
To this very day. Yeah, that's the most impressive part of this entire thing, is that even after all these years, he still is making new episodes. Granted, the title of the series now has been changed a few times.
Yeah, like, it's been BFDI, then BFDIA, then IDFB, then BFB, then Teapot. So that's the new show. You search up a Teapot right now, you'll find the newest BFDI series.
But the problem I have with that is because the name change happens so many times, you like, as a new viewer, like, unless you really can, obviously you'll check the channel, you'll know who it is. But if you don't, right, you're gonna think it's a different series completely, and then you're gonna be like, oh wait, this is just the same as BFDI, right? Because there's so many that also go with the little, like, like the little titles, right? They don't really tell you what it is. They just go like BFDI or like BDI or something like that, right? So it's gonna be hard as a new viewer to this because there's so many. Also, okay, anyways, there's really not too much else to say. I mean, of course, if you were to review this whole series, there'd be so much more. But as just an introduction, it's pretty simple, and it kind of gives you what you need out of a series like this.
It's like either a hit or miss, like whether you're gonna like this or not. I mean, if you like the concept of talking objects like me, then you're all set. I mean, I also liked watching total drama, but I think it's better than total drama. I don't know why. But I just really like the concept of just taking, like, a can of soda and slapping a face on it. Like,
yeah, it's such a unique idea because you don't see it a lot. Even, like, Total Drama Island is just people, and it's a big, obviously it's way bigger budget and cast and a way bigger, way more people working on it. This is just a YouTube channel.
Yeah, like, who would ever think to make everyday objects talk to each other? Like, who would actually come up with that?
I know, it's just such a weird idea, but it's cool. It's a unique, creative, very creative. That's the one thing this series has going for it, its creativeness. It's so good with that. Even if it may not be the most entertaining thing ever, but it has a charm, and yeah.
The characters do have a very simple look to it, but mind you, this is a cartoon. So,
it's simple. Yeah. It's a cartoon, and it's for a bit of a younger audience. I feel like
it just looks really simple, but has so much quality to it.
It is definitely an E-rated show. It's not trying for anything too edgy.
If you want to watch a R-rated show, just look up Object Redundancy re-uploaded.
Yeah, there's some too. Battle for MLG had some pretty edgy offensive stuff too. Yeah,
well, it's not really an object show. Well, kind of.
It's more like JPEGs being slapped onto a background. But like I said, this genre gets low effort. Low effort as fuck sometimes. But
you want to see a real low effort show? Search up Paper Puppets Season 1.
Paper Puppets. Oh God. All right. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed the unique review. I wasn't even 100% sure if I was really ever going to review something like this. But yeah, obviously I don't think a lot of you guys are going to like this. You're probably going to prefer Logan's stuff, which is fine. I just recently hit 200 subscribers, so thank you a lot for that. I'll be having a special coming out tomorrow for that.
Make sure you check out my YouTube channel. There are 2 brand new videos on there that have been there.
Go subscribe to StupidMarioBros too. He's with me again. Yeah,
I haven't posted a video for like 6 months, and I made.
Yeah, he just came back to YouTube.
If you want to check those out, Josh will link my channel in the description.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to say this is not the 200 subscriber special. So anybody who's thinking that I just posted this because I hit 200, this is not the 200 subscriber special.
I just asked Josh why he
that
didn't
will
like
be
shows, and he just made this.
Yeah, we were talking about object shows, and then this video happened. But yeah, the real video will be coming out tomorrow, and it's gonna be a pretty fun one. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. But yeah, that's about it.
If you actually really like this video, maybe Josh can do it again with different object shows.
Shit, maybe. I don't know. I doubt it though. My fan base don't really fuck with this, but.
YouTuber.
We'll see. It's
Yeah.
reaching a different audience. We'll see. That's
Fair.
about it. Like, subscribe, hit your boy Blader, and peace out.
Subscribe to my channel, link in the description.
Go subscribe to Stupid Mario Bros. And yeah, peace out.